Good evening. Sean Hicks coming at you. Look ahead lines. I said I wasn't sure if it's going to be back. I said no back, but we're back here Thursday night. I wasn't sure I was going to roll out with some football today with my son, but I am here. So we're going to jump right into – well, we won't jump right into it. We'll just do some baseball real fast. What do we have today here? What do we have? So we had let's pull up the scores here. What did we do? We had is this right? Toronto? I can't press. Yes. Angels first five. That was a loser. Milwaukee first five was a loser. Milwaukee for the game's a loser. Phillies first five. What did that do? Another loser. First fives, not working out the way we wanted to. We got a Dodgers first five. That one's looking all right now. And the Yankees first five. That's okay. Sides, we had Milwaukee, loser. I actually had that as a run line play today. I actually took the Angels today too as well. Loser there. 0-2 to start the day. Toronto under. Definitely did not get there. That was a wild game. We had the Pirates there in the video. That's a winner, plus 145. We'll take it. Philly over 8.5. It's at 8 right now. We'll see how it happens there. San Fran. Is that a fun one? We got 3-2. So San Fran's hanging on. Miami over. I think that game got there. 7-3. That's a winner. And Yanks under, Seattle under. So that's that. But let's get to some football for tonight. We'll be rolling into the Pac-12 simply because we got some UCLA going this weekend. So welcome, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. If you're on Twitter, real_Higgs. I'm sure you're watching. I always mention hey, the channel. Why do I do that? Because you're obviously watching, so you've seen, you're watching or have seen it. So I don't know why I say that, but I just do. All righty. So we'll jump right into the win total selection here. We'll start up in the north. Look at this. Here we go. All sports coming in. Bet Hawaii. Already bet Hawaii. I said that, we talked about that the other day. I said I kind of liked Hawaii there. It was 18. I see some 17s out there now also. East Carolina, New Mexico State, big doggies. Looking at Minnesota plus 14, South Florida, and Temple. We'll get, this is obviously Hawaii's this weekend. I told you I was going to be my free play when I do the video for Saturday night, the Hawaii game. Other games, New Mexico State's playing this week, right, against UTEP. I kind of like UTEP there. And we'll talk about that after. We're going to run through these. Again, if you're first time tuning in, I run through the totals real fast here because who are we kidding here, folks? Every day I get on the show, as it gets closer, people are going to want to talk about it anyway. And I'm going to say 95% of the people watching the show don't have the bankroll or even want to lock up plays for, 5 months, September to January, locking up totals. And that's not just in college football. That's in all sports, same with the NFL and, people bet differently. But away we go. Let's start here with the Washington under the 9, and I'm going to roll out the schedules because I wrote it down too, but I want to have the book in front of me. So when we talk about the teams, I can go right through them. So I'm on the under 9 here. And as you can probably tell by the numbers alone here, not high at all on the Pac-12. So you look at this, Washington out of the gate. Dude, this is a tough little schedule. I mean, one, you got the QB problems, right? And they're going to have to sweep every game. They got Michigan. That's not in. Michigan with Harbaugh, we don't know what we're getting out of them, right? Still a tough game on the road. Then you're at Oregon. You got Oregon home, Arizona State home, which is kind of good. But everything else, I mean, you're running the table here. All right, you beat Montana, Arkansas State 2, Cal 3, Oregon State 4, UCLA at home 5, Arizona on the road 6, Stanford on the road should be 7, Colorado on the road should be 8. Watch State's. That's 9 wins. You're telling me you're gonna just run all of those games and come through everything else unblemished. Oregon, Arizona State, I'm just going under the 9 based on the QB situation. That's their weak spot. So for me to go undefeated and then have to pull out games, Michigan, I'm not saying they have to go undefeated because if they sweep that thing and they only go one of these, they get the over. But that's just tough to do because you can get caught in a hiccup or a team's going to surprise. So again, under the 9 for me. Oregon, same thing. So I'm going under the 9. I look at this one, and you got them 7-1, even 8-1. Say they beat Stanford because Stanford again projected for 4 wins. And I even had that as like a questionable one because it's on the road. UCLA, Stanford, Washington, Utah on the road. So they're 8-1. Washington's a tough game. I've just been down with them, talking about Washington. And Utah, who I like to win the Pac-12. All right. So, and even UCLA, let's see what they get. We're going to find out real soon about UCLA's team, right? We'll talk about them in a second here with Chip Kelly. Well, not in a second, a couple minutes, but so yeah, I'm going to go under. What is Washington or Oregon going to go over? Yeah, I'm just not sold on the Pac-12. Not high, not highly rated in my head. I'm just not high on them. Washington State 6. I like the under. I mean, I look at this. I see 4 wins here, maybe 5. Portland State, Oregon State, Stanford, Arizona, Utah. Like I think Arizona is going to be the pits. And then I look at this Washington State team again. Utah State. Is that an easy game? I mean, Utah State should win. Their win projection. I want to say is like 7 games. Utah State's not a bad team. So that's not an easy one there. Okay, Portland State. I mean, I got these guys at 1-4. Utah State a win. Utah State a loser. Portland State win. USC, Utah, Cal. And Cal's going to be a toss-up game. I get it, but still. 1-4. Maybe you beat Oregon State and Stanford at home. BYU's a loser. Arizona State's a loser. I mean, I think people are sleeping on Arizona State a little bit. These guys won 70-7 against Arizona in the year. Like just bring that momentum to this season. Oregon at Oregon, loser. Arizona at home, they should win. And Washington is going to be a loss, right? I mean, so that's 4 wins. Where's the 5th win coming from? I mean, where's the 6th win coming from? Say they beat Utah State, so that's 5 wins. Where's the 6th coming from? Who are they beating on the road? Utah? Do they beat Cal on the road? I don't think so. So yeah, give me the under there, Washington State. Probably my favorite total would be the under the Washington State 6. Todd's in the house. Big Llama. You know how we roll, fella. Next up, we got Cal. Again, another underplay for me. 6.5 here. Again, I look at this. Sacramento State, you got some wins here. But again, you're starting off with Nevada. This is Nevada, another team projected to have – how many wins we're supposed to have here with this team? Where's my little thing go? Well, I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know where I put it. That's terrible on my part. Anyway, I got Utah State here as maybe winning 6-7 games. So, Nevada. Rather, I want to say Utah State. It's a Nevada team. I have it as a 7-win team here. That's a loss. TCU on the road, loser. So they beat Sacramento State, loser at Washington. Homecoming game against Washington State should be a win. At Oregon, loser. Again, I'll give them the home wins over Colorado and Oregon State, which they can easily split here. I mean, like these are 2 teams that are projected for 4 wins, not much better than them. Can he lose a game to them? Absolutely. Arizona, I'm giving them a loss there just because I think Arizona's got to get 1 game. USC at USC or home versus USC should be a loss, right? Southern Cal's, projected for 8 wins. They 8.5 wins. They should come here and beat up a bad Cal team. And Stanford on the road, coin flip game. UCLA on the road. We'll see how that goes. UCLA is, I think, They're either going to be decent or we'll be looking at a new head coach because Chip's getting fired this year. And last but not least here, next up is Stanford. I didn't do Stanford. I skipped Stanford. I apologize. Under the 4 here. Again, I got them opening against Kansas State. And this, to me, is a flip. They're a 2-point dog here. I'll give them, say we give them a win. At USC, I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to lose at Vanderbilt. They're not winning at Kansas State and Vanderbilt. And I like Shaw. I think he's a good coach. But you're telling me they're going to come out and go 2-1 instead of 1-2? I don't know. I mean, they could easily be 0-3 to start the year. I mean, then UCLA at home, Oregon at home, again, 1-4, even 0-5. Arizona State, at Arizona State, no less. At Washington State. I mean, they could literally be winless at 0-7 to start the season. Maybe they get a win. Maybe they would be K-State and Vandy. Maybe they have 2 wins. Somehow they pull out a miracle and upset UCLA, which isn't, it's still a rivalry game. I mean, these are California teams playing each other. Give me the under here. They finished up pretty easy. Home versus Washington. I don't think they get that one. Home versus Utah. That's not a good one. At Oregon State, can they get? Yes. At Cal at home, possibly. And the season Notre Dame, I think that's a loser. Give me the under. Under 4 for Stanford. I was torn. I almost went over that. I'm like, you know what? Look at the schedule. Tough one. Don't like it at all. Finally, Oregon State here. I'm going under the 4.5. And listen, 19 starters back. Nice little job here for Jonathan Smith, the head coach. But, I mean, opening up at Purdue, you're, I think, a touchdown or underdog or whatever you're there. Home versus Hawaii, we think that's going to be easy. Hawaii is – where are they going? They're playing here already, right? We'll see how Hawaii is with their coach going. So I got them 0-2 out of the gate. They beat Idaho. Again, USC, Washington State on the road. I mean, that's they're 1-5. Hello, with Utah, 1-6 at Cal, at Colorado. Say they split those. Now you're talking 2-7, or maybe 3-6 or whatever it is. Stanford again at home could be a coin flip if Stanford's bad. Arizona State, that's a loser. At Oregon to close, loser. I mean, I just don't see it. I mean, this team could win 1 game. It could win 4 games. Not sold on the Oregon State team. Not one bit. No love for the Beavers for me. And again, all unders for the Pac-12. Just not loving it. Todd Reeves, I appreciate you coming in. The Llama does also. King D in the house. Richie P. Ready for Saturday? You know it. You got Nebraska 3.5 first half. There you go. Riding a little Cornhusker action. All right, I'm going to flip the banners here. We're going to do old flipperoo. South is scrolling. South up top, and then we got the scroll going on the bottom of the north. So here we go. We'll start with Utah. I like Utah here. Again, Kyle Whittingham, I think, is the best coach here in the Pac-12. Guy does a great job. This is the difference between, them and USC are both at 8.5. I'm giving a nod here to the Utes just based on the coaching. Because Todd Helton, listen to me. Oh, man. Clay Helton. I've called him Todd Helton. He, hot seat. This guy's always on a hot seat. But whatever. Let's get back to the Utes here. Again, a lot of guys back. I think people forget, Utah is a good team. 19 stars back. Before COVID, these guys were 11-3 in 2019. Good offensive line, good defensive line, deep. And you look at their schedule, forget about it. Weber should be a win. At BYU, this is a team that can win and then win at BYU. San Diego State, it's not an easy schedule. San Diego State's not some pushover team. Home versus Washington State, get it done. At USC, again, you got 3 tough road games to start. And then at Arizona State. All right, so where do we go? You got 3-4, their first 6 games. My Utah plus 600 future here. will definitely be in the. Well, we'll see how they're doing. It's either in the toilet or it's looking good. But huge tough schedule. I get it, but I'm relying on their coach and they're just talent and their depth and stuff. I like Utah. I'm a Utah guy. What can I say? A USC under, as I mentioned, not a Hilton guy. Not a Hilton guy one bit. Again, look at their schedule. San Jose State start, Stanford at home. Really, would we be shocked to see USC lose here to Stanford, even though Stanford's projected to win 4 games? I wouldn't be shocked there. Washington State, they should get. Oregon State, they should get. Colorado, again, on the road. I do not know where we're getting on the road from these guys. I can't buy into them. So, again, am I betting this? I didn't put money on this game. Here, we're in this conference. I'm telling you right now, I like Arizona State and Utah, my 2 favorite here. No money for me on USC. I just don't like it. I mean, again, we mentioned, so they got Utah at Notre Dame, home versus Arizona for homecoming. Maybe they get that. That's their season right there. So, for me, no love for the coach. I'm going the other way. We're going under. Not loving it. Arizona State is a team I like. Great ending to last year. I mentioned the 70-7 closeout there over Arizona. And again, it's all about the QB, right? Jaden Daniels, good stuff. Are they going to pull the road upset though here? Look at the schedule. Southern Utah, UNLV, nice wins. Colorado home, they should win. Stanford at home, win. Washington State, win. Oregon State, win. Arizona, again, win. So that puts us at 7 wins. But here it comes. Road at BYU, UCLA, Utah, home versus USC, at Washington. You sweep those other ones and you got to come in here and win 3. Can you get it done in BYU? How good are you? At UCLA is not going to be an easy one. Utah is a tough. I like Utah. I think Utah's winning that game. How are you going to perform at home here? You're going to get these wins? You should get the wins. I think you're a good upstart program. But who knows? But I do like the over 8.5. UCLA, Chip Kelly, Hawaii and LSU. These guys, they're going to have a game under their belts for that LSU game, which I think is a big advantage. They're a 4-point dog in that game. Obviously, 17, 17.5, 18, whatever they are, big fave here this weekend. I kind of like Hawaii in that game, just so you know. But, again, win-wise, we're going to go under the 7 here. I'm going under the 7. Again, comes down, right? Everybody loves their quarterback, which I can't remember, with Dorian Thomas-Robinson. Again, a lot of starters back, but Chip is 10-21 in his time here at UCLA. Hawaii and LSU out of the gate, 1-1. Fresno, not an easy one. At Stanford, again, who's showing up here for UCLA? I'm not going to be shocked when they win. I look at their schedule. I wrote in 3 wins for them. At Arizona, they should beat that bad team. Home versus Colorado and home versus Cal. At USC, at Utah, home versus Oregon. At Washington. I mean, they got Washington, homecoming against the Ducks, and then at Utah. Bro, that could be an 0-3 there and just bury him. He goes 0-3 there. I mean, he might not get out of homecoming if he gets buried by Cristobal and the Ducks. So, under UCLA. Next up there, Colorado, under the 4.5. Again, I look at this schedule. Okay, Northern Colorado, a win. A&M, loser. Minnesota, loser. At Arizona State, loser. Home versus USC. I leave it open because these teams are. I don't know. It should probably be a loss. I mean, USC should come in here and beat these guys. So they're 1-4. Arizona, give them a win. 2-4. At Cal, 2-5. At the Ducks, 2-6. Home versus Oregon State, 3-6. At UCLA, 3-7. Home versus Washington, 3-8. At Utah, 3-9. So that's where I'm at on that under. And here we go, Arizona Wildcats. I went over to 2.5 here. New coach, New England Patriots quarterback coach, Jed Fish comes into town. He's got starters back. Good, bad. I mean, I know you're happy to get starters back when you go 0-5 and you look at the schedule. You lost 34-30, 44-27, 27-10, 24-13, and 70-7. Obviously, this team's going to be a little more competitive with the new head coach, right? The guy's going to bring the fire. He's a quarterback coach. Patriots, you'll come in and be like the Patriot way. But whatever. Open at open with BYU, loser. San Diego State, loser. Northern Arizona, there's your gift you win. At Oregon. So you're 1-3 as a new guy with a bye week. Home versus UCLA. Again, we'll see what the Bruins have here. Maybe they pull that out. Maybe that's a game we're going to look at in the cover at. We got to see. Again, that's October 9th. We'll see how that goes. At Colorado, home versus Washington, loss. At USC, loss. Homecoming versus Cal. Give them the homecoming win. Utah the next week. No, they're drunk from the week before. At Washington State should be a win. Actually, no, probably lost. Washington State, they look at this as a win for them. In Arizona, I mean, I got 2 wins for them. Northern Arizona, and I'll give them homecoming over Cal. Can they pull an upset somewhere along the way? And you know what? I think you can, because that's just the variance of football, turnovers, whatnot, crazy crap happening, injuries, teams having bad look ahead, whatever the case may be. So I'll go over that. I got them 2, and we can pull some kind of craziness out of our butts for a 3rd win. Let's go to September 1st game. So, let's hit the chat. Where are we at here? Todd D. Ole Miss fan myself. You think over 7.5? I don't have my SEC stuff in front of me, so I'm not even going to jump into that. I can't even just give you off the top of my head, Todd. I'm not. You got guys who can just come in and run down everything. I'm not a. That's how I break it down, and then I'll go through, and then as I write them, I remember the stuff. But I didn't get to the SEC. I'm on Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, ACC. SEC is always the last one, because that's the big one. I do that last. That's like the most in depth, because you got your, it's Bama and everybody else there. Georgia, Florida. Everybody loves the SEC. So that's the last one I usually roll out. USC over 8.5? I don't know, Chris. I don't agree. I mean, I went through that schedule. I mean, we can do it again. I mean, what do you think? USC? I don't know. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it one bit. I mean, let's run it back. Let's run it back for USC. Let's see. USC, not for me. But Pine Bluff's liking them. Pine Bluff's liking them. Let's go. Let's check it out, Chris. What do we got here? San Jose to start, a win. Let's go. Let's give them the win over Stanford at home. 2-0. At Washington State, 3-0. Oregon State, 4-0. At Colorado. Say they win at Colorado, 5-0. Home versus Utah? I don't think so. 5-1. At Notre Dame, 5-2. Homecoming Arizona, 6-2. At Arizona, 6-3. At Cal, we'll give them a win, 7-3. UCLA and BYU. I think BYU is going to give them a run. It's come down to UCLA. I mean, that's, you got 8-4. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, that's not even enough. San Jose win 1. Stanford 2, 3, 4. Colorado 5-0. 5-1. 5-2. Arizona 6-2. Arizona State 6-3. We'll give them Cal 7-3. And then you got to win at home over UCLA and BYU. I mean, unless you think they're going to beat Utah at home and go on the road and beat Notre Dame and on the road to beat Arizona State. Which one of those games are winning? Which one are they winning? At Notre Dame, at Arizona State, or home versus Utah? I mean, maybe they get the home versus Utah game. I don't know. I mean, I'm advantage to my head coach over your head coach. Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, I don't know what the COVID stuff's going to be, because I think that's going to change in a heartbeat. I mean, these guys changed rules last year for Ohio State to get into the championship game. They'll switch it when all of a sudden you got 20 guys who all had the vaccine all test positive. And, I mean, I don't understand this. I was just reading today. So what's his name on the Bills? two guys on the Bills have to go home, and because they're unvaxxed, but they didn't test positive. Somebody who tested positive, who's vaxxed, gets to stay in. What planet are we living on here? The vax trainers get to stay, and the players who test negative have to leave. Okay, makes perfect sense. Listen, this ain't gonna affect anybody. These people are gonna be like, you know what? Unless it's some garbage team and they're gonna mail it in. Any good team, real team, NFL, it's not gonna affect anything because it's just not happening. You know, I'm not worried about COVID one bit. I mean, come on. Think they're beating Utah? Chris says they're gonna beat Utah at home, huh? I don't know. I'm high on Utah. I like my Utes. The two Utes. All right, let's look at the matchups here. And there's more games. These are the ones I like. Now, right off the bat, like this weekend, Hawaii, I'm liking as a dog into UCLA. But September 4th, these are ones I'll probably be betting on. I'm going to take a shot here with Fresno plus 20.5. All right, they're going to have a game under their belt. Oregon, I get it. People love Oregon. I'll still take a shot. You know, Fresno's supposed to be like a 7-8 win team in my eyes. Again, 20.5 points. Worth a shot here. I think Oregon right out of the gate. We'll see how they play. But 20, almost 3 touchdowns. Maybe I'll get that 21 by the time it's game time. Same with San Jose. USC, not high on. You're going to give me 2+ touchdowns. And again, little brother, as far as I'm concerned, San Jose, it's California. Any small California school versus a USC or UCLA or whatever the case may be, I'm taking it. It's like your little brother, big brother battle. You're getting those points. You're going to come out there with a chip. Like these guys don't know each other. I mean, come on. Anybody who's played ball knows how that works. BYU, I'm laying it in Arizona. I think Arizona's going to be bad. And Nevada, I'm going money line here. I got Nevada as like a 7 or 8 win team against Cal, they're projected for 6 wins. And I don't even think they get that. So, yeah, I'm getting points on a team I think's better. Give me the 3. I'll take a money line. And I almost took, Stanford. I had Stanford run here against K-State. I'm like, it's +2, but then I realized this game is in Arlington. It's not at home. I was initially going to take Stanford. I'm like, wait a second. K-State can't be favored by 3 at home here, but it's a neutral. So I kind of pulled off of it. So nothing there. But looking at the other games here. So Oregon State getting a touchdown from Purdue. LSU laying 4 to UCLA. Nevada is a 3-point dog to Cal. BYU 11 Arizona. Utah State be +16 against Washington State. And you have Montana State, Washington, Weber, Utah, Northern Colorado, Southern Utah, Arizona. No lines, but this is what I like here. Maybe a little lean to Oregon State. I'm going to look a little bit more into that Oregon State game. I know we did the Purdue for the Big Ten the other day, but I don't know. That 7 might be a nice little number there with Oregon State. You never know. And I'm Fresno. Like Fresno plus a 20.5 there? I kind of like it. I like it myself. Or do you like this? Are you talking Fresno this weekend? Because we got Fresno giving 27.5 to UConn. I kind of like the under there. I'm just worried that UConn's going to give up like 49 or something. And I just think this is a bad spot for UConn. Projected 2.5 wins going across the country to face a decent Fresno team, right? They're not great, but it's a team that's, Will Hill's got them at 6 wins. This is obviously one of them. You got a team coming across, but my worry is that UConn didn't play all year last year, right? You got nothing in, so just practicing. Maybe you're pumped up and going here. Under nothing for me. Taking the under 63. Yeah, I was just talking about it. Good. Like BYU. I kind of like BYU's team, yes. 27.5 there with Fresno. Yeah, I can't say take UConn because they've been so bad, but my hesitancy is that not playing and just kind of practicing and being with the boys. But again, they've been so bad. Like Edsel just ruined this. He should have stayed there, but he left and it totally ruined the program. How are you, Mr. Reyes? What do you got going on tomorrow? Vikings tomorrow or Chiefs? I like the under there. I'd probably lean to Minnesota, but I'm on the under. I'm on the under. Hawaii and the points. Yep. Nebraska, Illinois. I got that up. I can't give that one out, Richie. I put that play up like 2 weeks ago, and a couple people have purchased it, so I can't come out and throw that one out here. So I apologize for that. But Fresno again on the under there. I kind of like Hawaii. UTEP. I like UTEP. Got a 9.5. Again, we got two teams here projected at 2 wins, 1 and 2.5, 1 and 2 wins. But I think UTEP could maybe eke out a couple more. I mean, New Mexico State that's a kind of depleted team. At least UTEP. I mean, I get it; they're 5-40 or whatever they are straight up the last couple of years. But how bad is it? You got two teams projected to win 2 games, and the line is double digits? I get it. I don't get it. I mean, I gotta lay it. A's game over. I bet the under. A's for what? Tonight against the Yanks? Oh, boy. So I got the under, too. Yeesh. 6-2. Wow. Was not expecting that. Wasn't expecting 6-2. Can we end it? Can we end it and just get a win here at on our total? Where's our total? 8.5. End the game in the third. New Mexico State first half, Todd. Ooh. What happened? I'm just 6-2 Yankee game. Holy cow. Wow. What am I going to do? My first 5's looking good. But whatever to that. Dodgers are a winner first 5. We'll take it. Back to New Mexico State. You want to get them first half, I understand, right? You think they're going to come out pumped, new season, haven't played, let's go get it done. I mean, they lost, I think, I don't know. I mean, it's tough to – I should say it's not tough because it's a double-digit dog on teams that are projected to win 2 games. But it's just scary because, as bad as they are, one team's giving 10. You know what I'm saying, Todd? I got to – hey, Yanks jumped on them early. Yeah, they sure did. King Day says, values in Nebraska first half. Nebraska's to start strong. They played 2 games. Who's that, New Mexico or UTEP? I don't know. Did New Mexico play Tarleton? Is that who we were talking about? In Dixie State? Or UTEP? UTEP played them and lost. Richie's going to grab Nebraska. New Mexico. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, they played. I thought they played Tarleton and Dixie, and they lost them both. So we'll see what happens. I sprinkled a little in. You know how it is. And as much as I come on here, and I'm a pro because I've been doing this a long time, whatever. I'm like everybody else. Sometimes I get a little excited, sprinkle something in on. My initial bet was just going to be on Nebraska and the Illinois game, and that's all I was going to do. And then I found myself you start reading, you got all this prep time ahead of time, and then you just whatever. I got a couple bucks on it. I threw 150 on UTEP. I can't hide. I did. That's what I did. Just because it's going to be on TV. And I'm not a huge game watcher. But first Saturday, I'm going to turn on some stuff. If you didn't jump by, King D, where were you? We have Dodgers first 5 in the chat, killer. We had first 5. So he was plus 100 first 5. He was minus 130 when I put out last night. But, all right, back for midday Money tomorrow, and tomorrow night we'll do some Big 12 action. Big 12 for tomorrow, late show. But thanks for popping in. Midday Money tomorrow. Give it a like. Give it a dislike. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Let's go. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Good luck on these late games. Let's make some money. Bye bye.